going to preview the number 23 Baylor versus number 18 Minnesota women's volleyball game, which will be played on September 6th at 7 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. There will be live stats as well. And Baylor's 4-0 on the year with wins against Abilene Christian University, Tulsa, Campbell, and Rice. All those 3 sets of 9, though the Rice match fell closer than that when you actually look at the scores. And Minnesota is 1-1 in a year, but they could have easily been 2-0. They were right there with Stanford and only lost 3 sets to 2. They actually beat number 1 Texas recently. 3 sets to 2. And I'm going to put both those stats from those 2 games in the description below so y'all could see it, as well as last year's stats and the roster from Minnesota, just to keep an eye on. And I'm going to go over the returning players that are still here for Minnesota. So the first one is McKenna Witcherer, number 3. A 6'1" outside hitter, that's a junior. 353 kills on 1,028 attempts with 162 attacking errors. 30 assists, 9 service aces, 51 service errors. 49 receiving errors, 194 digs, 34 blocks. 4 of those are solo and 2 blocking errors. So there's Lauren Carl. I know she didn't play that much last year. 6'4" outside hitter. That is a redshirt junior. 29 kills on 102 attempts with 12 attacking errors, 1 assist, 15 digs, 13 blocks, none of those solo. That's it. And is Milani Schaffmaster, number 5, 6'3" setter. That is a senior. And she led the team's assists last year, obviously. 104 kills on 226 attempts with 19 attacking errors. 939 assists. 31 service aces, 26 service errors, 329 digs, 73 blocks. 3 of those are solo, 3 blocking errors, 5 ball handling errors. Okay, so next player is Phoebe Ojulewe, Wolewe, number 7, 6'2" middle blocker. That is a grad senior. 85 kills on 220 attempts with 30 attacking errors, 3 assists, 1 receiving error, 13 digs, 141 blocks, 13 of those are solo. Man, that's a lot of blocks right there. Okay. There's Kalisa Minati, which I know she didn't play that much last year. A 6'1" middle blocker. That is a sophomore, number 8. 20 kills on 52 attempts with 8 attacking errors, 1 service error, 2 receiving errors, 4 digs, 24 blocks, 2 of the solo, and 3 blocking errors. Okay. And there's Lydia Grote, number 9, 6'2" outside hitter / opposite. That is a senior. So 284 kills on 748 attempts with 101 attacking errors, 7 assists, 33 service aces, 40 service errors, 1 receiving error, 109 digs, 84 blocks, 3 of those solo, 3 blocking errors, 3 ball handling errors. And I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. Next player is Elise McKee, number 10, 5'10" setter. That's a senior. 5 kills on 13 attempts with 1 attacking error, 86 assists, 9 service aces, 13 service errors, 81 digs, 4 blocks, none of those solo, and 1 ball handling error. Okay. Okay, so the next player. Okay. Skylar Gray, number 15, libero / defensive specialist, 5'10". It's just tall, senior. She didn't play that much last year, only 38 sets, 8 service aces, 16 service errors, 8 digs. That's it. mention here is Julia Hansen. A 6'1" outside hitter that's a junior. Number 22. 65 kills on 198 attempts with 30 attacking errors, 13 assists, 12 service aces, 14 service errors, 4 receiving errors, 110 digs, 6 blocks, none of those are stolen. So, yeah, I would have said going into this match, if Minnesota would have lost to Texas, too, besides Stanford, they're going to play ticked off. They're still going to come with energy. You got to match that energy and make adjustments across the board in all aspects of the game. You got to make adjustments on the fly. I mean, not just like first set to second set or second set to third, third to fourth, fourth to fifth, but you get the whole point just during as well and time, point to point. I mean, I'm just telling the truth about that and everything. And if there might have been more players that I should have said something about, y'all would have known based on the returners if they didn't. By the way, so yeah, you can obviously like have more digs than the opponent if you can, which I know Rice kind of did that to Baylor. If you go into the stats for the Baylor versus Rice game, they did like you got to play really good defense, and I'm sure Minnesota shut down Texas, so they're coming in with a lot of confidence. I tell you that much, and it's not easy to beat Texas, especially when they're number one in the country, and I don't think Texas is going to be number one. So, you know, you get the whole point of it, and you got to be good on side outs in terms of like the side out percentage. Like, for like when you win sets, you usually have better side outs than the opponent. I mean, for example, in all 3 sets against Rice, Baylor 61%, Rice 50%. Second set, Rice. Second set like 40%, Baylor 52%. Third set, Baylor 54%, Rice 50%. So those things do matter in a match like this. And you got to obviously have less errors than the opponent across the board if you can, especially like those attacking errors, ball handling errors. You can't have rotation or football. You can't have that. I mean, that's the truth about that. I mean, it's just on the truth. And like touching the net, you can't have a net violation. And of course, you got to win like jousting with somebody, and of course, you got to mix it up on offense. It don't be so predictable. Of course, you want try to catch on the tendencies on Minnesota. And I know it's only 2 matches; it's not a lot of film, and they play 2 of the best teams. So, you know, and you got to try to get them out of system. And of course, you want to be in system as much as possible. But if you have to be out of system, try to find a way to get a kill. And you got to dig every ball. I mean, that's the thing. You got to out-hustle the other team. You got to serve tough to Minnesota. And it does include, like, get some service aces in there. And it's a lot. And yes, I want to limit the service errors as much as possible. But as long as it's not like you only have, like, 4 like service aces when compared to 13 service errors. You don't want that bad ratio. Like near like 1 to 1, like 7 to 7, 6 to 5. You get the whole point. And you gotta be good passing the ball. I mean, you gotta have some kills in there and try to mix it up, like whether it's like a full on spike or it's just a tap. And of course, you gotta have your blocking step up. And obviously, you gotta try to block the other team. I mean, that's the truth, and that's just the truth because I know, like, tonight, I mean, like, when I'm recording this, Baylor only had 4 blocks. Hopefully, you prove that. And whatever you did wrong in the match, you got to fix for the next match. You can't get yourself in a big of a hole in terms of each set. Because I know against Rice, you came back and won. But it's not easy to do that against top 25 opponents. And when you ever have a set lead, don't squander it. Extend it. And whenever you have like a 1 set to none lead or 2 sets to 1 lead, don't let it go to a 5th set or it's going to be like 1-1 and all this. But you get the whole point. So yeah, and You just need to stay composed as well, because what if the other team's getting on the run and they're coming back on you, and yet you still have the lead? Then try to answer right back and set the tone early with Minnesota, and don't let them come in here and push us around. Sure, they beat Texas, but that's one match. You gotta focus on the next one, and obviously what you did well in this match, bring it to the next one. So to this one right here. So that's all I gotta say really about this game. This match coming up against Minnesota, and I know they do play Wisconsin right after this, so which is why I'm gonna pre-record the Wisconsin match, even though they technically haven't played another match yet, and it just doesn't make sense when it's like 2 matches in 2 days, or really quick turnaround, when and all this, and when you're at home, like back-to-back days, and at that, it just doesn't make sense. And unless it's like last week, like for example at Campbell, I did go over last year's stats for them, but it was like, it's not a lot of match film. That's the reason why I didn't even mention like the stats before, and I just want to get that out of the way before the craziness happened, like with all the games and everything and like that. But you get the whole point here. I'm just trying to inform y'all on this, and let's go out there and show Minnesota what's up. And you're not coming in here and beating us. And sure, you have gone defeated in every set so far, but you can't rely on that. You gotta have the ability to overcome. Like, I know you did that against Rice, and that's a good thing, and especially on the road, and it's your only match that you're in the non-conference you're on the road against. That's the truth. And obviously you want to try to exploit what Minnesota did wrong. The weaknesses, and take away the strengths, and you got to correct the weaknesses, and make your strengths, get them stronger. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens and all this. And this is a top 25 showdown. This would be a really good resume boosting win for either team here. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. On the road to 7 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. Somebody might not of course like a video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell as well.